Thank you, Senator. I've known Senator Voinovich since he was mayor, lieutenant governor, and now senator. He is a builder. He, as mayor, would enter the mayor's office in Cleveland at 7 in the morning and wouldn't leave till 7 o'clock at night to have dinner with Janet. He didn't go to groundbreakings or ribbon cuttings. He just worked and built Cleveland out of its economic hole and put it on a sound footing. And he did the same with the state. And that's why when he speaks, the Senate should listen, the administration should listen, even if they aren't listening to us on the House side. He knows how to build, to invest, and to grow. And that is what this bill will do. It's no longer my little schematic of how to transform the surface transportation program of America, how to recreate and restructure the Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration, Federal Transit Administration, how to rebuild cities, how to restructure metropolitan planning organizations, how to put America on the move again, do mill and overlay in 6 months instead of 3 years, build transit systems in 3 years instead of 14 years. We've got a 775-page bill that says this is how to do it. This is our roadmap for the future. There is no need to talk extension of time. This is an administration that came in promising change. Instead, they're talking the same old thing. We had 12 extensions of current law in fashioning the current SAFETEA legislation under the Bush administration because of an administration in the White House, the OMB, and the rest who just didn't understand robust investment in surface transportation and the importance that meant for job creation, economic growth and development, mobility of our economy. They didn't understand that the interstate highway system gave America its greatest spurt of economic growth in history of this country. And we need to sustain that growth by sustaining the investment in surface transportation. And that is what this legislation will do. Because of various forces in the economy, the revenues into the Highway Trust Fund have been declining. And Senator Voinovich rightly pointed out the value of the construction dollar has been eroded by escalating steel and cement and asphalt prices. They go into ready mix and asphalt cement. The construction dollar has fallen 48% over the last 6 years and accelerated that decline in just the last 3 years, as he pointed out, as his chart shows. That means that the Federal Highway Trust Fund will be below its $1 billion balance. It will still have enough money to pay states at the end of August. It will not be bankrupt. It will not be broken, as the common word so loosely used. It will be below the $1 billion positive balance that the Federal Highway Administration properly likes to keep in place. But on the week of September the 4th, the trust fund will go into negative. That is, we'll have less revenue in than it needs to pay the states, to reimburse the states for under the regular 80-20 program, not under the stimulus. So that means the trust fund needs a short-term infusion. Do not confuse a short-term infusion with an extension of current law. Current law goes through the end of September. We do not need to extend current law. We do need to have an infusion of cash that could come from the general revenues of the federal government to compensate the trust fund for the $7.3 billion appropriations committees took out of that trust fund over the past 7 years, to pay for the effects of hurricanes, floods, other disasters. Instead of using general revenues, the Appropriations Committee took $7.3 billion out of the Highway Trust Fund, depleting its reserve, and now the trust fund is short. So that money should be repatriated. But we do not need an 18-month extension. 18-month extension will put us into the next presidential election cycle. It will take 4 years. It will not be a year and a half. I know how this body works, the House and Senate, that is. Inertia becomes the enemy of progress. And if they don't understand that at the White House, then I suggest those highfalutin economists get out of their chauffeured limousines and get on the street and drive like the rest of America and choke in the congestion that is stifling America's economy and choking our cities. We are ready to move. And Peter DeFazio has been part of making us ready to move. I ask Peter to comment.
Thanks.